Some say the god of fate calls the outcome of every dice roll before it's even made. And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya!
Your turn. Give it another shot.
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertelung, have bestowed upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret. Oh, and that you must, at all cost.
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck.
'Tis not but the perfidious machination.
Hey, everyone! Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, you're back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match.
Of course! But if you're out playing cards...
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because normally, the animals just steer clear of him, but in the close... let's just say, the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
One of their nests? Wait,
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the black cat and his Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But, I only get to use it after dark.
Oh, Diona stepped in! You know,
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned...
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now.
there's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just because you're in Mons?
Yeah, it's just... I'd really like to make some more friends, so I need to learn how humans socialize. I get... But that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG. It's also a kind of...
Exactly! Who needs alcohol when you can make friends playing card game? Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here? You'll wipe the floor with...
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that
Yeah, that last roll wasn't great. But who knows?
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over. This is the third. If there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know.
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction, succumb to...
Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Dodoko if you want.
Thanks, Klee, but there's something more in...
Oh, okay. So, the book's given us another hint, right?
Yep, and I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on.
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lone. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place.
Yep, that checks it.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature.
Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past? How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do...
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go! Someone needs assistance.
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
Yeah, right into the...
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang on.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars. All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. he tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
Looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka.
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat.
Yep, that will be Nilu, Navia, and Kira.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy,
What kind of feel?
it's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's try.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate.
Hey, instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center, and he...
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shut. Come on, follow me. That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before. It should come in handy. We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards. Thunder! Stay away from me! Stay back!
Scorch and burn! Yeah!
Thunder!
This place is like a maze. How are we supposed to get through?
We'll just have to check each spot. We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh, let's try the one we just picked up.
Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching. Look! Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
The path to the tower is up ahead. We better stick with Durin. It's so dark here.
Hey, there's a fire over there.
Wait, is that?
A little pixie that can fly. Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle?
Nilu and Navia!
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
And I'm a giraffe king.
Not this Navia you speak of.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe?
Friend! Definitely friend, Miss, yeah, Similanka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess...
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King,
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness. But the group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse. Yet,
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little...
If only we had more firelight.
because I carry more than enough firelight. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried. This time, allow me to return.
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you and...
Yes, so please, come.
Story Dragon.
Stay back! I don't want to hurt you.
loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look.
Don't worry, we can help you.
Don't come any.
And that was the last.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, but this time is different.
Oh, what? Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you.
And I'm the Giraffe King.
Don't be afraid.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to...
These are...
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you'd be trying to avoid. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question.
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon...
How can I face my friends like...
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish?
At that moment, the merry witch made her entrance.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friend...
Alice? Wait, you're the
Correct. It is I, the merry witch, creator goddess of this realm. And I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest. With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf.
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing...
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind game?
Another trial. Huh, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problem, but if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give...
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you...
On behalf of both my past and present selves,
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little dragon's story. Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted. Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
So, Durin's wish came...
if this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last...
Oh yeah! So, in other words... looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact.
So, my mother's final story has finally...
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother... Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side.
Durin! That's right! And you've got so many...
Yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration...
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful...
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but...
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
See? He wants to be friends with you too. But the moment hasn't come. At least not yet.
is. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Wanna grab a drink?
Absolutely not! No booze allowed!
This honorary knight, Durin! I want to hear all about your big adventure.
We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk. Yippee!
Excuse me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now?
Come on, miss! This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragon's Spine.
Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Archer?
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have...
Why?
So, what exactly is his connection with the...
Wait, but those horns on his head.
Did everyone just forget?
No, that...
The tricks of fate had just...
Watch out!
No one got hurt.
Durin! Durin!
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So, can someone explain what's going on?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances,
How could that even happen?
worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
I completely agree.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it...
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening? It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us.
Ad Astra Episosk. How can the...
It's been a while since we last came to see you. Got any...
Things have been rather quiet in Nodcry lately. That being said, the Frostmoon Scions are preparing to host some sort of event. They've
The Frostmoon Scions? Well, it can't be another moon prayer.
I heard it's a friendly sparring competition for animal friends. Something called the Spirit Envoy That's right. The Frostmoon Scions have always advocated coexistence with nature, encouraging their at the same time, to ensure their animal friends build the strength to withstand hardship and disasters. They put the Spirit Envoy Championship is designed to find the strongest human-animal pair by means of friendly... In previous years, the competition was restricted to the Frostmoon Scions only. But this year, participants from...
Ooh, does that mean we can join too? What? You want Paimon to fight?
While you two certainly share a remarkably deep bond, I believe that would be... Apparently, in a previous competition, someone entered an extremely rare and powerful partner. After this, the rules were clarified to state that only common...
What a shame, huh? Paimon was totally looking forward to making a super cool entrance and then... Anyway, who else do we know who might want to take part?
If you're unsure of what to do, why not ask one of our...
Advisors? Since when does the
The Guild has always had a team of advisors on hand to assist our fledgling. Of course, few of them would be qualified to assist such world-renowned adventurers as yourselves. Her expertise is varied and broad, and she often gives lectures at Speranza.
She sounds impressive. But you're right, Catherine. Yep. Let's go put this mystery adventure...
Ad Astra at... Thank you for completing today. Ad Astra at...
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over this Hiya.
Alright then. Next, let's go over some more tips for adventuring in Nodcry. If you found yourself getting hungry in the wild, what are some things you could...
That's easy. Lacca berries, midsummer berries. There's loads of...
Correct! 10 points to you!
That must be who Catherine was talking about. She looks pretty young for an advisor, though. Who knows?
But there are plenty of places where berries don't grow, right? What should we be looking for in those places?
Good question. I'm glad you asked. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about next. Does everyone recognize...
Based on the color... This isn't...
Wrong answer! This here is a brown-capped mushroom. It looks harmless enough, but eating it will give you... An unsuspecting adventurer once used a handful of these to make a pot of mushroom soup. Next thing you know, he was trying to foxtrot with the wild hunt. Luckily, he was spotted by a fisherman.
That sounds so dangerous.
You bet! Adventuring in the wild is no joke. All right, on to the next. Does anyone recognize this plant?
Isn't that a winter ice lily leaf?
They say that the King of Winter Icely and the King of Midsummer Oak are sworn enemies. If midsummer berries are sweet and delicious...
Paimon knows the answer to this one! Winter ice leaves might not taste...
Huh.
At the flagship. Once when Paimon was eating some yummy food there, Dimyon mentioned that one of the drinks in...
Who are... it looks like we have an expert attending our Q&A session today. Well, I hope you're ready for the next question.
Bring it on!
Every adventurer knows to pack a compass and a map before heading into the wilderness. But where would...
Listen up, everyone! The answer is...
Oh, really? But I hear Mimas Brunner Books sells them too.
Paimon's done her research. The boss of that place tries to pass off...
Well said. But even with a high-quality map and compass, the wild can still be a dangerous place. What should you do if you're being chased by a monster you can't fight off? Correct! Although the Ratniki's main duty is to deal with the wild hunt, you can always ask them for help if you run into serious trouble. While we're on the subject, some adventurers have found they can use the territorial nature of radiant beasts to their advantage. Lure a monster into their territory, and they will fight. Final question. This is an important one. Which place in Notcry is an absolute must-visit for travelers from abroad?
Oh, that's a tough choice. There's the Frostmoon Enclave, Star Sand Shoal, Blue Amber Lake. They're all so...
In truth, there's no right answer to this question. But if you ask me, the place most worth visiting is right here, Speranza. Why? Simple. This was once my home. So this final question was more like a little bit of shameless self-promotion. You can get delicious Notcry hot dogs and Lackaberry Madams. And if you're not too hungry, just order a slice of Midsummer Tort and listen to the entertaining rumors the children like to tell. That's it for today's lecture. Tomorrow, I'll be heading to the Frostmoon Enclave to take part in a competition. If you have any questions, you can... I haven't met many adventurers who can keep up with me. Consider me impressed.
Likewise! You really know your stuff. You're everything Paimon would expect from an Adventurers Guild advisor. Huh? What's the deal? Don't get so close! Trip!
Actually, I was going to ask. Your little friend is so clever and cute. I love how she flies around, too. Can I pet her?
Whoa! Stay back!
Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, come here. I'm sorry. I got a little bit carried away again. My name's Linnea. I'm an advisor working for the Adventurers Guild. And I promise you, I am not some sort of weirdo. Let me make it up to you. You want something to eat? Here, try some Midsummer Tort. It's delicious.
Phew! You gave Paimon a fright. Paimon's never met someone so,
I was fighting to keep a lid on my curiosity during class, but... Anyway, let's get this back on track. Could you tell me your... What? You fished this little cutie out of the sea? Can you tell me where? A visit to that beach is going right to the top of my bucket list.
you'd be wasting your time. Paimon is one of a kind. You could...
Is that right? What a pity.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot why we came here. We were thinking of taking... Let Paimon guess. Is that your partner there?
Yep, her name is Lumi. She's my trusty assistant.
Hey there! Yahoo!
Have you two ever ventured north of Notcry?
Not yet. Wait, so you're saying Lumi comes from the...
Pretty much. There are 6 types of fae commonly found in the tundra. Lumi here is a Jack Frost.
Jack Frost? Interesting name choice. She doesn't exactly look very frosty.
An excellent observation! In fact, Lumi is no ordinary Jack Frost. The first time I met her, she was wearing this weird cardboard outfit with ugly splotches of paint on it, as if she was trying to disguise herself as a regular Jack Frost. I stayed and watched her for a while, and I discovered that some other mean Jack Frosts were ganging up and bullying her because she looked different. They stole all the food she'd gathered and kicked her out of her sleeping spot. Lumi couldn't fight them. She had nowhere else to go, so she found an old cardboard box, painted it blue, and put it over her head, hoping to blend. Whenever she was discovered, she'd get beaten up, and the rest of the time she lived in constant fear. Until one day, seeking shelter from the rain, she clung to me and wouldn't let go. She's been...
What a story! Oh, poor...
As for why Lumi is so different from other Jack Frosts, I'm still looking into that. I'm thinking it's either... Hopefully I'll find the answer one day. But either way, we're best friends for life. Nothing can change the special bond between us. Speaking of which, given how long it can take to build a strong bond with another creature, if you're serious about entering the competition, my advice is to...
An animal friend I'm close with, huh? Actually, we're kinda spoiled for choice at... Huh? Aguara? What are you doing here?
Oh, neat! A Notlanese Tapetlosaur! He seems to really like you guys. I'm sure he'll make a great partner.
Huh? Look at them! Fast friends!
They both seem pretty sociable. No wonder they get along so well. Well then, there's no time to lose. Let's go get you signed up. Someone needs assistance.
Whoa! Paimon wasn't expecting this many people.
Traveler Paimon! What a nice... Oh, and Professor Linnae is here too! Yep.
Feels like we haven't seen you in ages, Moalani.
Through her work with the Adventurers Guild. She was in Natland not long ago. She knows so much. Speaking of which, you never answered my question. If a Kaholosaurus and a Kukasaurus got together...
That's almost certainly impossible. They're completely different species.
Ah, well, that's too bad. Hear that, Mamala? Guess I can...
So, you have a thing for Kukusaurs?
Oh! I was wondering what all the commotion was. Looks like this is where it's at.
Ito! What the heck? Either Paimon's seeing things or... You're not here for the competition too!
Why else would I be here? Cost me an arm and a leg to get a boat all the way to this Crod Nye place.
It's not Cry!
Hey there, I'm Ualani. Are you a friend of the Traveler and Paimon?
I sure am. Nice to meet you. The name's Arataki Beetle Gladiator. Zuma.
That's quite a mouthful. Wait, did he say Arataki Gang?
Just call him Arataki Ito. This guy's a bona fide...
Hey, who you calling a buffoon, you flying lavender?
Flying lavender melon. Wait, so you're some sort of mutated lavender melon?
Paimon's not a mutated melon! Or any kind of melon! How could a melon be this cute?
Yeah, about that. Well, unfortunately, the gang only had the funds to send their main man this time, but don't sweat it! Once I snag that championship title, I'll...
Shinobu. Oh! I remember now. Kuki.
Huh? No way! You've met my deb...
She stopped by the Flower Feather clan recently to take the flying trial. Chaska said she was a natural. Hold on. If she's that good and she's only the deputy, you must be way stronger than I imagined. Look sharp, Mamala. We're in for a tough competition.
That's right! Bring it on! I'm looking forward to seeing who I'll be facing. Word is that the early birds get the best draws. You snooze, you...
Wait, is he serious? Mamala, we'd better hurry.
No, that's Shall we?
Hey, Traveler, have you noticed? There's loads of other people we know here, too! Why don't we go say hi before we register?
Thank you all for signing up for the Spirit Envoy Championship. Due to the high number of participants, a preliminary qualifying round will be held to determine which 16 contestants will progress to the competition itself. Please also note that there are 2 arenas, which will be randomly assigned after the draw. Do you have any...
Where do we go to draw lots?
Right here. After registration closes tomorrow, make your way here to draw
Lumi, Hagwara, how you doing? Nervous? Great, that's the spirit!
Who do you think our first opponent is gonna be? Oh, Paimon hopes they aren't too strong. Oh, the results of the draw are out. Arataki numero uno Ito? Ah! We literally just managed to get rid of him, and now you had to face him in the arena? Well, either way, it never pays to underestimate your opponent, okay?
I see you've been assigned to Arena 1. I'm in Arena 2. Guess I'll see you after. Good luck! Don't fall at the first hurdle.
We won't! Good luck to you and Lumi!
Welcome, spectators! I'm your host, Jaswava. The qualifiers are about to begin. I trust everyone has found their groupings. The contestants for this match are the Traveler and her partner, Aguara, versus...
Well, this has come sooner than expected. I was hoping to face you further into the... Go Crimson Staff!
You can do it, Aguara! You show that
Great energy from both contestants! Now, without further ado...
you got some moves. I'll give you that. It's time to unleash our show-stopping killer combo move. Crimson Staff. Look, I wanted to kit you out with mecha armor, but you need to bulk up first. That's why we gotta take on these tough opponents. Ushi, you and me have crushed countless foes in our time. Now, with the three of us together, finish them!
Time out! The bull. Ushi, was it?
Yeah, is...
Arataki Ito is disqualified for fielding an additional animal companion.
Huh?
It's one animal per contestant. That's the rule. Let this be a warning to everyone.
But me, Crimson Staff, and Ushi are one. We should only count as...
Sheesh, that was a close call. But you made it through the qualifiers. Paimon wonders how Linnea's doing. Let's head over and take a look. Actually, we should probably Dodge left, Lumi! Yeah?
How did you know I was gonna...
Now counterattack! Pummel it! Looking good! Let's...
Ignorance really is bliss, isn't it, Linnea?
And it's all over. We have a winner. Congratulations to Linnea and Lumi. You're through to the next round.
I can't believe it. My Iku torso.
Good job, Lumi. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, how did your match go?
We won too!
Thanks, that means a lot.
Yeah, I think we performed pretty well out there.
I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes it feels like I can predict my opponents. It's almost like I enter a different state of mind. It comes and goes, but it started off...
Come on, let's head to Speranza! My treat! Hooray!
May I take your order? Turns out I'm treating a friend today, so I'd like to order the finest dish in the house.
Oh,
I take it you're referring to our secret menu? That's right. Tell the chef to sharpen his knife. I'm expecting surgical precision.
is that a reference to something?
Yeah, The Hidden Hero. It's a novel my best friend Helka sent from Liyue. There's the chef, and he fights the bad guys with the kitchen knife. It's really cool. It's her favorite part of the book. She's always nagging Linnea to act it out with her. Psst! Linnea! Do you think Chef Yerba could be a hero in disguise too? He does chop vegetables super fast. Oh, I think it's definitely possible.
Not a chance, I'm afraid. Evening, everyone. What can I get you?
Why don't you choose for us? I'm treating a friend today. We're celebrating our success in the qualifiers.
Sure thing. I'll rustle up a few of my specialties then. Won't be long.
Hello? I'm ready to order.
Be right there. I gotta go. Let's play again soon, Linnea.
You seem to get along really well with everyone here. Oh, that's right! Didn't you say that this used to be your home?
Yes. After my parents departed, I came to live here with my friends in the conch gang. I didn't mean like that. Come to think of it, I haven't told you my story yet. I guess you'll have noticed the wings on my head, but...
Yeah! I noticed those.
Sure. Well, it's a story that starts a long... When I was just a kid, my wings were barely noticeable. They looked just like two little... No one suspected there was anything unusual about me at first. Not even Mom and Dad. But I always had this strange feeling I couldn't explain. Like, then, I was a little bit older, I read this story in a book of folktales.
Changelings? What are those?
The story goes that some of the Snowland Fae will secretly switch their own child with a human baby, leaving their offspring to be raised by humans, while taking the human child for themselves. I know, right? The way the stories are written, it sounds like something parents make up to... If you don't behave, the Fae will take you away and leave a better-behaved child in your place! So, obviously I didn't take it seriously at first. But then as just look at the crystals on my skin. No humans have those. It's a dead giveaway.
So, you're really a changeling.
Bear with me, I'm getting to that. At first, I wanted to hide it from them, but eventually I plucked up the courage to tell them. They were stunned, of course. It took them a while to accept it, but after the truth had sunk in, Dad sat me down and told... They're really good people, though. Not only did they raise me for all those years, but after that, I grew up with my friends in the conch gang. All of these kids are from broken homes, but everyone supports each other.
Food's ready! Talking about old times again?
Yeah, it just sort of came up in conversation. Whoa, what's all this? You've cooked up a real feast, Yerva!
Well, you did say you were treating a friend. Besides, only the best.
Oh, boss? Linnea was your boss?
Hey, what kind of a reaction is that?
Linnea's been a fountain of knowledge ever since she was a kid. She always... But the conch gang's only for children. Once you grow up, you have to leave, so now she's the old boss.
I've always found the logic behind that title to be a little flawed. I mean, what happens when the others grow up? Will I be the ex-old boss? Surely it won't be...
We'll all be long gone from the conch gang by that point, as far as we're concerned.
Oh, that's really touching.
Well, if it means that much, maybe you could leave a 2,000 more a tip? Much appreciated.
Sure thing. I'll go one better and give you 3,000.
Oh, what are you saving up for, Linnea?
I have big plans. I want to buy a huge ship for... I want to sail to all the other nations, hear the heartbeat of the jungle, the whispers of the wind, the echoes of the mountain. Of course, there are other questions I hope to get answers to along the way. Like, what exactly Lumi is and... Well, when I was much younger, I used to hear these strange... Go, child of the Fae. Make your way to the villages and towns and seek kinship with... The world of the Fae is rife with a sorrow you do not. They were sung in the tongue of the Fae by kind, warm voices. I can't explain why, but Somehow, I knew that they did. Still, I did visit the tundra once when I was a little older to see if I could find out anything about them. But just being there made me feel It's odd. That place is supposed to be my home, but it feels like I'm unwelcome there. Could it simply be because I'm a bird fae, so I prefer a warmer climate? Something tells me there's gotta be more to it than that. The less I know about something, the more... But enough about that. We're supposed to be celebrating our victories! Cheers!
Cheers! Paimon can't...
I'm stuffed. How about you?
Yep.
Let's see. It's a little early to hit the hay.
Yeah?
Then what are we waiting? They're very evenly matched. It's strange. When I was battling you, I couldn't seem to get into the zone. I had no way to predict... Hey, I'm curious. Why does Aguara have a ribbon tied around his tail?
Now that's a...
What an incredible adventure! Someday, I want to go on an adventure of my own. Show Lumi every corner of the... You're excited too, huh, Lumi? But most importantly, we have to figure out who you are and where you came from. Then we can track down a... Maybe then you won't feel lonely anymore. It's about time we all got some rest. Good. I'll see you at the arena tomorrow. Oh, we'll have to draw lots again. Wait, no. Forget I said it. I should... Lumi!
See you tomorrow.
You're welcome. Bye!
Phew. Let's head back to the flagship and get some sleep. Paimon's eyes are still...
I'll catch up.